Hey, we are here because
my second nose cone.
wait.
This is the Gen 5, 3 weeks old. And that was from my old Gen 4.
We just wanted to make sure we knew how to do it on both of them.
Yeah, Gen 5 could be much different, so we wanted to just test it out.
Could be.
Could be.
I don't think it will, but it could be. So we're gonna get into it. Okay, so we took out the bolts and took off, Nick, the cover that goes here, took off the bolts that were here and here, same on the other side. You probably saw that from when I did the...
4 bolts.
Yeah. 4 bolts, yeah. You saw that when I did the post forward on my sled. And we're also doing that on Nick's sled.
Oh, we also are doing post forward.
Yeah. So those came off, and then, so it's time for the airbox screw is here. Take that off, and then we'll slide this off. Oh, also, I have to unplug these guys.
Unplugged, airbox is loosened. 4 T25s should slide off.
Bingo bongo. Ooh, you know what? I think we are going to be able to.
We probably could mold that thing back together.
And we're going to, because it's on back order. So, but, ooh. Oh yeah, that got pushed. Oh, it's not melted. It just got snagged on your springs. So.
Not
Ooh, wait, something melted there. Oh, right there.
Yeah.
Wow. Gross.
200 miles.
This is called the break-in miles.
Yeah, this is called break-in period.
So I'm going to show the clip right now of Nick hitting this tree.
You have it on video?
So, kind of. So, he kind of hit this tree in a wheelie.
Turbo wheelie.
Turbo wheelie off a log. And I think the log kind of knocked him off into the tree. So it's like, if you look at this bumper, it's been like up and back, which I think is what saved his pipe.
Yeah.
Okay, so there are 2 different springs. So this spring that's kind of longer and rounded goes on the exhaust pipe of your Y pipe down at the bottom. This spring here, that's kind of shorter and more squared off, goes up here on the turbo. So, yeah. I suppose this one could go here, but I don't think it would hold it as tight or something. I don't know. They just have 2 different springs. Okay, the pipe is out. So now the bumper is still in. Oh, sorry.
It's riveted.
It's riveted, and then we have to go through. There's a screw here and here, I think, or here, maybe both of those. Yeah, there's 2 there, and then you gotta go in and cut these rivets here, 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 and maybe some down in this extra cooling. So this is extra cooling for Nick when it gets hot.
Yeah, turbos get hot, so we like to ride with extra coolant.
Yeah.
Keep the sled cool.
So what you do for that is you just smash into a tree, and that gets rid of both the vents here and here.
And then you force injected cold air.
Yeah.
And
snow.
And snow and liquid will then cool your sled.
Yeah. And then you just get a little bit of this, but that's good for the, the hot morning on the trail. Your sled's gonna heat up. But for what we're doing right now, it's getting a little bit in our way.
Yeah, but eventually we'll put it back.
Yeah, eventually.
Found out that the Gen 5 hood is a little different than the Gen 4. While we were taking off this part here, this is the hood down here, and there's a little side piece that connects these 2. And I didn't order it. And mine is bent. A lot. This little thing goes on like that and then attaches to the nose cone. But mine's bent. So we'll see what we can do with that. Okay. Got the bumper and the bottom nose cone off. It now looks like this. Right here, we just had to use a grinder and then a punch will get these rivets out. If you try to drill them, it just kind of moves around a lot. So that's that. Next is post forward. Also, now we can add it to the Nick Erickson bumper collection here. Let me set that right there. The old Gen 4, Gen 5. Okay, so now we're getting started on the post forward kit. On the Gen 4s, you don't have to replace the post. Actually, it's the Gen 4 naturally aspirated. On the Gen 4 turbos and the Gen 5 turbos, you have to get a new post, which comes with the kit right there. And so now, I just took the handlebars off, and you gotta put it back on. And then we're working on getting this little bolt in there, and then down there.
Okay, as you saw, Nick figured out that this is a 3-piece. You know what? That's fancy, like a 3-piece suit.
It is.
It's a 3-piece.
It's a 3-piece nose cone.
Nose cone. Yeah, wow.
With some side panels.
That's fancy, you know? This guy's ready to go to the ball.
Yeah. Just now we're doing post forward at the same time.
Dude, I mean, class A.
Oh yeah.
So I'm going to take this, I'm going to put some heat on it and kind of bend it back into shape a little bit. Just a little bit, and then we'll do the rest when we get it on the sled. Okay, here are the 2 posts. Can you guess which one's stock and which one's not? Oh, A. Or B. If you guessed B, you're correct. That's the unstock one. Wait,
no.
What was my question? All right.
Yeah.
A is stock. B is not stock.
B is not stock. A is stock. A looks like
A
spaghetti
noodle. Yeah. That's what I was thinking too.
And B looks right.
It looks like a
straight.
So
politically correct.
yeah, we'll throw this guy in there and be cool.
I think the video's going, but a little update for you folks. We got rid of the spaghetti stock post, and now we have put in the post forward kit.
Yes.
We put it forward on setting number 2, which is like the furthest forward. There's one hole there.
Yep.
One hole there to choose from. And a through bolt that connects it to your snowmobile.
So first thing we did is we put this in, and I put grease on it. I don't know if it's necessary, but I just feel like the Skidoo one comes with a little bit of grease on it, so why not? So we got the brackets in, and then we tightened these 4 bolts here, and then we started here, tighten that. Now we're gonna go down here and tighten these 2 and the tie rods back there. What am I missing?
I think that's it.
Is that it?
Oh, we put a little Loctite on here too, so these stay
Oh,
these 4
yeah.
bolts.
Because back in the kit I got, probably, man, I don't know, it was forever ago, it said to put Loctite on those. So I've just kept doing it. I don't think it hurts. So we've gotten that far. We've also been like really jamming out to Miley Cyrus for a little bit. It was cool.
Party in the USA.
So, all right, so we're going to tighten those up, and then we're going to do a little cutting, and we'll go to that point. Okay, so we're putting the handlebars back on. Nick kept the same riser, which I think is fine. He's a little taller than me and better looking than me. And so a little trick you can do just so you can get to these easier, you can tip the bars down and then tighten them up a little bit. And then once they're not snug, but just before snug, you tip them up and then finish tightening it. If you really want an easy time at this, you take off your nose cone so you can just get right up in the sled's business.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it makes everything so much easier.
Because you can just get close and you don't have to bend over.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then also, pro tip, some people like to adjust their bars and they're not in line with the post. That's usually not good because then if you're up here, you have more oversteer.
Yeah.
This would be like understeer.
Yeah. It just like, you're like pull, like they turn weird. So you want, and that's
be in line with your post.
Yeah, and that's why we do a post forward kit, so you can keep those in line, but still get forward. Because some people will try just like tipping their bars forward, and it just doesn't work. So yep. Okay, post forward is done. Now we are going to. Well, sorry, the hardware for this is done. We have to do a little bit of cutting, but now I know what you have to cut, and it's not hard. So we just take these out, and then we cut this a little bit right here.
Just a smidge.
You have to take these out. These are the connectors because they're like hard hooked into here, and so you need them to just spread a little bit. So no big deal.
Cool.
Okay, so we're just heating up this knife. This is the best way I found to cut this, the fastest way I found to cut this plastic. Just heat this up, and then we're cutting this, and so we kind of have to cut this all out. So we're just going to start with trimming from here. You just kind of go until the knife stops cutting.
More heat.
More heat. Okay, we just bolted this back on. We're about to start riveting. It's going to be a riveting experience.
Rivet.
Do you want to grab the nose cone? We'll kind of do a little test fit.
So that.
So there's probably going to be some like
really
bending of these.
Yeah.
Oh, look. This is cool. So see these little tabs here? Well, I'll do it over here. There's little tabs here that lock into these. So there's two on each side. Anyways, this is kind of going to be a two-guy job. So anyways, we'll give you an update, show you what we've learned. Okay, so plastic goes under the, what's this called? I don't know.
The block?
Frame. So there is a tab here that it locks into. It kind of slides up and onto that. And then there's a clip. This one slides in. This is just like finding. And then this one kind of hugs on or clips onto there. And then there's one more up here that clips in and kind of gets everything together.
Clip. We're also, this is a Zebro's bumper. It's a lot more sturdy than your toothpick bumper.
Yeah.
We're also going to put
yeah.
this skid plate on with it.
Yeah. So it's gonna be much stronger. Oh, that's interesting. It's plastic. That's cool. Neat. So I riveted this back on. To rivet that on, you have to take off your A-arms. And if you're smart, then you won't knock out the captured bolt that's in here. Because I did that. Nick was smart and did not knock that out. So I had to take this whole plastic piece off along with the A-arm back off. So it's good to just use your head.
The fun of snowmobiles.
At least we don't have to wrench on them every weekend, like in the old days, right?
That's true.
Dr. Nick, tell us about this patient you have here.
Well, it's a new one. It's a 23 Skidoo Expert Turbo that got a little smashed, but we're healing her back to life.
So we're doing some reconstructive surgery.
A little plastic surgery.
A little plastic surgery, yeah. Yeah. So you're just drilling some incisions here to hold down this cleft palate.
Yes, just a little drill, and a little zip tie action.
You know what? This guy's gonna look good as new, especially when you like do this. Watch this. Yeah. You just like stand around like this.
Yeah,
we'll never know.
Never know when it's a brand new thing.
Yeah.
Well, it's brand new. It's just
has this little dangler.
It has a little. a little piece. You know, everyone has a little part of their body that they want to manipulate sometimes.
So that's what we're doing right now.
So now we're performing a little plastic surgery.
So we, on top of that, little note, we got everything back on. Just working on trimming this out. And then, oh, the bumper's on. Did we show them that?
Yeah, bumper's on. Zebra's bumper.
Zebra's bumper is on.
We think it's a little better.
Yeah, it's got to be better than the...
It's better, for sure. It's
Yeah.
not like super beefed up when it's not drilled into the
belly pan.
belly pan slash block.
But we can do that later if you want. If you decide you want to do that later. So, pretty sweet.
Yep. Just a little clapped out now.
You got the sutures in. You know, like from a distance, nobody's gonna know.
Nobody's gonna know. No one will ever know from a distance.
Nobody's gonna know. Here's this little gun I have for doing zip ties. You hook it on. Boom. Did I scare you? Sorry.
No.
Yep. All right, well, that's supposed to be a hole right there.
No. No.
Oh.
No.
Nick's sled is done.
It's not clapped out anymore.
Yay! It looks nice.
And it's close forward.
Yay!